Brands Hatch for League 5. Just before the race gets going, we shall run through the drivers. Let's pause this just for a second. So, who in qualification order we have? Let's close in on him. Here we have Beserker-Boy in the Honda. Second place on the grid. A new racer here. It's not Paul but it's in another Porsche. It's not MacGyver. It's Heliage Pete. I love these names that you can pronounce very well. PTRT. That's what we call you in the Porsche. MacGyver back here for Team Firestone in the next Porsche. Then we have Total Rose in the Ferrari. Fourth. Dragon Eagle qualified well there in the Citroen. Fifth. Beserker-Boy, Team Firestone. Sixth in the Ferrari. Team Firestone again in the top 7, all 3 of them in the Porsche. This is KX Savage. Kaneko wasn't previously known as Zaf. He's now Kaneko in another Honda here in 8th. Seamus in the Beamer for 9th. 558 in the Porsche 10th. Another new racer here, HH Kois in the another Porsche here in 11th. Give it 76. Nice livery there. I like the Tamiya design on that car in 12th in the Ferrari. Powerburger in the second Citroen back in 13th. And that was all the runners that we had. So let's go somewhere in the midfield to see Seamus and see how things panned out. Drivers ready. Engines are revving, the lights are on. And we're off. That was a poor start there from Heliage, and a good start it looks like from Total Rose. Let's go back up the field there. Here we are on board with Powerburger. Let's go a bit further up the field. There's lots of to and fro, but so far there's no carnage. Everyone's sort of settled in quite nicely here. Field's streaming out already. It's a nice tidy field. Let's go up to Total Rose, who is from Heliage here. He's following MacGyver and Total Rose side by side down the back straight. Who's going to back off? Who's going to back off? They're still side by side going around the corner. This is interesting. Good stuff here by the 2 veterans of the series. Paul cuts across Total Rose there to claim second place from the Ferrari, which just allows PTRT to catch right back up. Everyone's line still over. Paul's lost the back end of the Porsche. Back end of the Porsche went out, and Beserker-Boy squeezes through there between the Porsche and Dragon Eagle. There's a bit of flying debris goes through on the circuit as well. So Beserker-Boy gains 2 places, but he's being put under heavy pressure now from Powerburger. Meanwhile, up in front, Total Rose has drifted wide. So now Beserker's up to 3rd place. Total Rose is going back onto the circuit, but he's dropped right back now to 9th place. And there's a melee now going around the hairpin. Coming down to Graham Hill Bend with Seamus following Kaneko, and he gets underneath him, which is good. And Dragon Eagle just trying to look at the inside of Savage. It's not going to doesn't quite make it, but Seamus makes it past Kaneko, manages to hold on, and a beautiful pass there. Oh, it's exciting first couple of laps here at Brands Hatch, that's for sure, in the Kent countryside. But look at Kaneko fighting back right on the bumper of. Here he comes. He's still there. Kaneko ducks up the inside of the Beamer, drifts wide. Beamer of Seamus undertakes him again. And still, Dragon Eagle is all over the back of Savage, but Seamus takes an audacious amount of corner there. Has he got a penalty for it? No, he's not, but it looks like Kaneko's got a... No, he's not got a penalty. But Kaneko drifts wide, and now Toto Rose has gone up the inside of him and start straight finish, and he's got to have him by the first corner here. But no, he's got a penalty. He's had to drift right off. Oh, Toto Rose is having a nightmare of a race. He's now drifted back to the last place. Oh, Toto Rose probably cursing himself there. So let's go back up to near the front. We've got Team Firestone boys, 3rd, 4th and 5th, with Beserker-Boy all over the back of MacGyver, but so far out in front, majestically starting to pull away at the moment, is Bulke. He's already pulled out a bit of distance now between himself and the other drivers, and the second place is PTRT. He's back into second place from when Paul span off not far from the back straight to just past Dingle Dell. That's nice there, nice line there, does PTRT. There's MacGyver now in 3rd place, being followed closely by his teammate in the Ferrari, Beserker-Boy. Let's ride with Beserker-Boy for a minute. Does he catch up anymore on this start straight finish into first corner? No, it looks like MacGyver's pulling away now, so let's go back to Savage. He's got a bit of a gap now between him and Dragon Eagle now in 6th place. And you can see them all strung out now across the start-finish straight, streaming around the corner. So let's ride on board now with Dragon Eagle and the beautifully liveried M&M's Citroen there. Line astern come the boys around the back towards the Indianapolis. Is it the Indianapolis turn? I think it might be. I'm not sure. Everyone's evenly spaced out now, settling down into the race. We are now just 6 minutes into the race. A long way still to go. And with Brands Hatch being such a fast circuit and a narrow one at that, it's very, very easy for drivers to be punished dramatically by the circuit. They just have to get a tyre onto the white line and it can spin you around and lose your advantage. Might just be a case of being consistent around this track will do you well. But as you can see, the drive is streaming quite nicely now. It's a whole lap of Dragon Eagle drive around there beautifully. Everyone's line astern. It's really just a case of who's going to flinch first now. So let's go back to the leaders. Who's up front? So MacGyver here in 2nd place. Oh, PTRT's gone wide, but he undertakes Beserker-Boy back at the hairpins. What's happened to PTRT? And he pushes Beserker-Boy wide. Beserker-Boy's coming through, but now Savage is coming outside of Beserker-Boy. Beserker-Boy's lost 2 places there. Dragon Eagle's gone very wide round the sun. And Seamus has come off at Dingle Dell as well. Sorry, Graham Hillbird. And now Dragon Eagle's looking up the inside of Beserker-Boy. Can the Citroen get the pull on the Ferrari? Beserker-Boy's done nothing particularly wrong there, but he's lost 2 places in danger of losing the 3rd. So PTRT, obviously some mistake happened there, I didn't quite catch, to drop him back to 4th place, and he's now got it back to 3rd. Savage in front of his teammate Beserker-Boy. It looks like that Ferrari's caught right back up to the back of the Porsche. There we are, we're on board now with Beserker-Boy, with Dragon Eagle right close, very close behind. Oh, what a beautiful line there by Beserker. It's just starting to ease away a little bit now from Dragon Eagle. On board in the cockpit view. Yeah, definitely put away, but has he got a toe here on Savage? Is he going to get his teammate here at the first bend? He's looking, no, he doesn't pull up, he eases out, and he drifts around the corner, catches the inside curve, which leaves Dragon Eagle up to the inside. Is Dragon Eagle going to put it up the inside? He does! Dragon Eagle, oh no, he doesn't, he pulls out! I thought Dragon Eagle was going to push up the inside there at the hairpin round Beserker-Boy. Beserker-Boy holds his line. Good clean stuff here by the boys. Dragon Eagle goes wide there. Let's just check how we are back in the field. So, oh, someone's gone very right off there. Who was that? 558. He's gone right off. Looks like he's retiring as well, I think. Not quite sure what's going on with the 558 there. Total Rose now overtaking him. Yes, is he going to get past? Yes, he is. So, let's quickly go back up to further up the field, just behind Dragon Eagle. I'm not sure where the Power Burger's got to. Where's the Power Burger got to? Power Burger's back in 12th place. Not quite sure what happened there. And Skibbit, the new boy, is back in last. So unless there's been some sort of coming together for these two, I'm not sure. But here we are back on board now with Keneko. Oh, it looks like up ahead. Here we go. Beserker-Boy's taking his teammate Savage on the start-finish straight. Is Savage looking up? No, he bails out of going up the inside. So Beserker-Boy's back up into 4th now. Keneko's looking like he's going to catch Dragon Eagle. Riding on board with Savage at the moment. Trying to hunt down his teammate in the Ferrari. And up in front, PT, oh, I can't remember what his name is. What's his name? Here we are. PTRT, who was in 2nd place, obviously had some sort of incident that dropped him back to 4th, is now catching back up MacGyver. Porsche's 2nd and 3rd here. Bit of a distance between them, so we'll come back to that race in a second. But looks like the nearest battle at the moment is this one here, with Keneko closing up on Dragon Eagle. Let's ride on board with Keneko now. Beautiful Red Bull livery there. Seamus in 8th place. Around the last corner. Nice and tidy around that first bend there. Not really gaining on the Dragon Eagle. In fact, probably Dragon Eagle looks like he might be just easing away slightly in that Citroen. So yeah, let's go back on board with Dragon Eagle here. In 6th place, trying to hunt down the Firestone Porsche of Savage. Was that Seamus all the way back there? Seamus had an incident. Oh no, Seamus is still in 8th place. So while we've got a breather, we go through the field again. Way out in front now is Bulkay, easing away in the Honda. He's having a very quiet race at the moment. Just needs to keep it nice and tidy. Bulkay from Portugal. Come around the last turn now, over the start, finish straight again. Bulkay's done a not quite sure what time he's done then. Let's put the details back on. Here we are. So Bulkay's best time here is a 1:26.2. And we're on lap 9 now. Here comes MacGyver in 2nd place. His best time's a 1:26.5. PTRT, his best time's a 1:26.2. So PTRT's got a slight pace advantage there over MacGyver, if only he could catch him. Beserker-Boy here, coming around in 4th place. His best is a 1:26.5. So they're all in the 1:26s. Oh, it's like Dragon Eagle here. Yes, he's right up the tailpipes of Savage, but Savage blocks him coming into this fast right hand here. Savage taking a lot of curb there, but manages to hold on to it. That Citroen does look very wide and very long. Must be quite difficult to handle in the technical sections of tracks. Field's starting to spread out quite a bit now. Lead driver's now going to have the start-finish straight, it looks like. And he's ran a hairpin even. And he's a few corners away from catching up with the tail enders. Savage in that Porsche. That Porsche has definitely got some grunt in the long straights. But here we are. Dragon Eagle, his best is a 1:27.1, so he's a half a second off the pace of the boys in front. Here we are with Savage. Beserker-Boy slightly ahead. Is he catching up to... Oh, very wide there about PTRT. Surprised he's not getting a penalty for that one. So the field's kind of spread out a little. Someone has spun there. I can see someone spinning. Who is it that spun? Is it... Yes, it's Skivet. Skivet has come right off the circuit. So now I believe Bulke is about to... Oh, Bulke's had a penalty as well. I think he's just about to catch up to Skivet there. Skivet ahead. So Bulke now out on his own, and he's even done the quickest sector through there. So he's going to allow the MacGyver to catch him a little bit there, but first place Bulke, second place MacGyver here. And PTRT's also just had a penalty, probably cut in the corner somewhere. There's Beserker-Boy closing him down now from that penalty. It looks like the main battle here again. Dragon Eagle's caught right up with the Porsche, and so has Kenneco. So the battle here in midfield is the main place at the moment where people are having a fight. Kenneco's lap time 1:27.1 is also the same sort of pace as Dragon Eagle in front of him. So it's going to be difficult for these guys to pass each other. Look, Savage goes defensive there, while Dragon Eagle goes around the outside. But he's definitely caught that Citroen up to the tailpipes of that Porsche again. Can he find a way past? Loses the corner a little bit there. Tail end squirrely. Oh, it looks like there's been trouble up ahead. It looks like Beserker-Boy's in third place. PTRT spun. Let's quickly just go back to see what happened here. So there we are. PTRT drifts wide here. And he's onto the grass. He's had a penalty trying to scrub off and let Beserker-Boy through. So just by being consistent, Beserker-Boy's now got up to third place. So we go back to the Dragon Eagle fight. So you've got PTRT now closely being followed by Savage, and Dragon Eagle can't get past Savage. We've just seen there, we've just driven past someone that's retired. I think it was Skivet has retired from the race. Let's ride on board again with Dragon Eagle. Looks like Savage might be closing in on the other Porsche. Let's take a ride with Savage coming around here for fourth place. That Porsche in front of PTRT, it's definitely the quicker. He just seems to be losing it on occasion around some of these very tricky corners. Savage thinking about the inside. No, it's too far away. Kicking the back end of that Porsche out, taking a lot of curb. Oh, someone else is off. Further up the field, we're going to be coming up to it just now. Someone has spun and on the side here. Oh, as Savage looks up the inside of PTRT. Who's that on the left? That's the 588. Oh, where's PTRT gone? What's happened to Pete? Did we miss that? Let's quickly go back. So PTRT again, losing it, coming down that fast straight fast straight there. So PTRT's consistency letting them down now. So that now means Team Firestone second, third and fourth with Bulke in the lead, MacGyver second, Beserker-Boy third, Savage fourth. And still Dragon Eagle chasing Savage. I wonder if Dragon Eagle can catch Savage by the end of this race. We are now 17 minutes into this race, lap 12, 13 minutes to go. Kaneko's now losing pace of the Citroen in front of him, and it looks like there's a gaggle of drivers just back here. Here we go. PTRT's rejoined now in 9th. Oh, he must be gutted about that. With a 1:26.147 as his fastest lap, and he's back here in 10th place. Disaster for the new boy. Looking all over the back of that Seamus's BMW. Both of them got equally disgusting looking liveries, I have to say. Very garish. Seamus defending his line there. Total Rose, something must have happened with Rose because he's had good pace as well, but he's still back here in 7th and quite a way off the lead groups. So let's ride on board now with Seamus. Oh, it looks like HH Coys is catching this bunch as well, so there's a group of 4 here, middle of the field, as they go past the stranded 558. As the rest of the field now spreading out, Bulke is coming around to the last turn, as MacGyver in 2nd place is just going down the main straight behind, Beserker-Boy following behind that. So this is the closest battle on the circuit at the moment. We're riding with Seamus in this HKS sponsored Beamer. Losing touch now with Total Rose in the Ferrari, which is allowing PTRT and Coys to catch him up. So it looks like PTRT might have a go here coming down the straight. He's got the inside line, he's past him. Nice move there by PTRT. And Coys is now having a look. Oh, he's got a penalty. He took too much. Oh, nice livery there. Too much of an inside move there on the BMW. Someone else has spun ahead. Let's see if we can find out who it was. Oh dear, what's happened here? Oh dear, let's rewind this back. So we go to Dragon Eagle. Oh, he's gone very wide here, coming out, and loses the Citroen. Oh dear, he's coming back on track and he loses again. Unfortunately, he's gone across the circuit. Oh my word, that was unfortunate. And all his hard work now is gone. So now Kaneko, by just keeping it consistent, has got back up to 5th. Dragon Eagle must be furious with himself, been driving so well behind Savage, just couldn't keep up with him, but now he's got Total Rose in the Ferrari catching him. As long as he keeps it calm, he should be fine. So let's ride on board now with Total Rose, trying to cut down the Dutchman in front. He's all over the back of him now. How close is that? He's almost inside the back seat with Dragon Eagle. Great driving there by the Brit. Coming out to Dingledale corner, takes a tidy line. Definitely must have a slipstream. I heard squealing of tyres a second ago. No, he's not quite got it though around this corner. That Citroen's still quite powerful in the straight. But this turn 1 is an excellent overtaking opportunity. Can Rose get him? No. Dragon being consistent here, keeping it in check. And while these two boys battle it out, that's letting the faster PTRT catch these two up. They'll have a three-way battle now for 6th place. Rose trying to look around the outside. He's trying to cut underneath now. Coming down the long straight. He's on the wrong side of the track, but that Citroen has got so much power coming down these straight. Even with a tow, that Ferrari can't get past the M&M Citroen. And now PTRT takes an audacious look around the outside. Audacious, not audacious, audacious. These boys are... So that's a whole lap now. Total Rose has been right in the back seat with Dragon Eagle, but can't find a way through. And as you can see, PTRT's now caught right up with the Ferrari. The PTRT, the Ferrari driver is, where does he go from here? We know PTRT's got the pace, he's just got to find a way through, and he'd be past these two in a flash. But these two battling out is holding him back. He's dropped off a little bit, so now Total Rose is still looking for find a way, and he's found it. Dragon Eagle goes wide at turn 1. Eventually that's probably going to happen. So now the Ferrari boy can get off and away from that Citroen, but it also now means we've got PTRT catching the tail end of that Citroen. Oh, he's gone very wide again, and he's lost it big time. Onto the grass. That car is not a lawnmower, sir. Well, that's PTRT. He's definitely got the speed, but he just needs to be more consistent, I think, and he will be in a much better position. That's also allowed Seamus to get back up to 8. So let's recap with 7 minutes to go. Bulke is out on his own. His fastest time is still a 1:26.6. It's gone over the the finish line. For now, he's on lap 17. MacGyver, he's got Bulke within his sights on a 1:26.2. Sorry, 1:26.1. I mean, apologies. And Beserker-Boy again, he's had a good race. He's within sight of his teammate. He's had a nice clean race. I don't think Beserker-Boy's come off at all yet. Had any issues? He's just putting the best sector time there as well. So he's pushing MacGyver hard. Team Firestone doing well here in this race, because Savage is still holding out for 4th place. Probably about 4 or 5 seconds off his teammate Beserker-Boy in 3rd. So Total Rose now in 5th, about 5-6 seconds off of Savage, and Dragon Eagle within sight of Total Rose. Looks like he's catching back up, actually. Do we know the Citroen's good? It has good straight line grunt. It's difficult for that Ferrari to get past him, and everyone's sort of strung. Every driver's strung out again. Not every driver is strung out, the racers are strung out. So as everything's strung out, let's take a ride with Bulke on lap 18 now, with 5 minutes to go. Coming around the hairpin, down the hill, through Graham Hill Bend. I believe it's Graham Hill Bend, but apologies if I'm wrong. Best sector time there for Bulke, so he's still pushing. Going down this longest straight on the circuit. Nice and tidy there. He's had a pretty uneventful race. Once he got out in front, he's not really had much to contend with, just his own boredom, to be honest. Half a second down now on his lap time, so he's obviously easing off now. So Savage with Bulke in sight, so these two are very... Still might be a bit of a race going on here. He's definitely putting the pressure on Bulke, letting him know that he's around. Best lap time there by MacGyver, a 1:25.7. That's the first driver now in the 1:25s. With 3.5 minutes to go on lap 19, he's definitely still pushing Bulke, letting him know that he's still there and he can see him. He's right on board now with MacGyver. A bit too wide there. Coming over this crest, he might see Bulke turning right. There he goes, Bulke. So he was within sight of Bulke with only 3 minutes to go now, which would be about 2 laps. He's not got much time to oh, he takes a lot of curve there. Not got much time really to catch up that distance. You've got to hope that Bulke makes some sort of mistake. So back in 3rd place, all on his own, is Beserker-Boy. It looks like he's had a very nice tidy race. And a couple of good battles early on, but he's got his nose in front. As when, oh yes, Dragon Eagle. A battle earlier on in the race with Dragon Eagle and Savage and PTRT. But since then he's managed to keep it clean. He's only done a 1:26.4 as his best time. Oh, very wide that turn 1. So Savage quite a way off. Beserker-Boy in 4th place. Starts lap 20 for him. He is not too far. There's Total Rose behind. Here's the 2nd Ferrari driver, Total Rose. Let's take a little bit of a ride with Rose. He's got a new livery there, much better than the old one. Then the start straight finish, he's not really catching him, and then behind him Dragon Eagle. It's a little bit off. Behind Dragon Eagle is Seamus, who's now got a penalty. Behind Seamus is Keneko, still quite a way off, and Coit's the new driver, still way off. So all the field's probably spread. PTRT's had another spin, he's dropped more places, so now Powerburger, who's had a very quiet race here near the back of the field, unfortunately for him. Beautiful livery there, Shell powered, Shell sponsored I should say, Citroen. So let's quickly go back to the race leader, who has has the race finished? No, not quite yet. I believe this is the last lap coming up. We're at 29 minutes. Not quite sure why he has finished. Yes, Bulke's won. Here we are on board now with Bulke. Not quite sure. For some reason the game's not... He still looks to be pushing hard. So yes, this is the final lap. So no, he hasn't finished yet. Finally, the game caught up with me there. So here we come, Bulke round Dingledale, I believe that corner is. Coming down the last straight. For the final bend. For the win of round 5 at Brands Hatch. Comes the Portuguese man, Bulke. For Team Shell. Followed by MacGyver 37 for Team Firestone. And here comes Beserker-Boy, matches his best finish so far. Also for Team Firestone in the Ferrari. And here comes Savage in the 3rd Team Firestone car in the top 4. In the Porsche. Well, driven by the Podium Boys and Savage there. Total Rose now coming around in the Ferrari. Dragon Eagle was thinking about it, but there's Dragon Eagle in 6. And where's Seamus gone? Here's Seamus. Coming around now. In a respectable 7th place in the Beamer. And Keneko in the 2nd Honda, coming around for 8th place. With the final places of 9th going to Coit's, 10th Powerburger, 11th PTRT, which he'd be disappointed with that considering he's at 2nd at one point. The 588 retired, 558 retired, Skivet retired as well. And there you have it for round 5 of the MRC GTC.